So everybody, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Now, like I said before, in the end of the first episode, I was going to take a look into several tutorials on how to really get going on this game, and it seems as though I was going about it from the completely wrong angle since I really had no idea of what to do whatsoever. So now that I have my bearings a little bit, I think we'll actually be able to get our very first rocket into space. Now, what I was not employing in the previous test flight, which was my very first test flight, so it's kind of assumed that I'm probably not going to be too good at it. However, I did kind of get my bearings on where I should be. So one thing I did not utilize when I first started off was these decoupler things. And we'll see down here how we'll have all these stages things. It's so cool now that I have my bearings, I understand everything. Well, not everything completely, but I understand a little bit of what I can do. But at any rate, guys, we are back, and I am so excited to be back with some Kerbal Space Program, because I'm loving this game, even though I understand it so little. But nevertheless, I do feel like I want to learn this game, and I want to become better at it. So let's just see what we can do here. Now, from what I watched in these tutorials, it seems as though having a good amount of fuel, but then also having a... Can you please latch on? There you go. Alright, so having a good amount of fuel, and then having a really solid rocket booster below that is pretty sweet. Now, I'm not sure if... I thought I put on a fuel tank, so I'm not sure if this is liquid fuel. Oh yeah, it's liquid fuel. So we'll need a liquid fueled engine. And what do you guys think we should use for that? Let's say here. This looks like a good liquid fuel. I'm not sure. Some of these just look so cool. Let's just take a look. Is this a liquid one? This one looks pretty good. Okay, yeah. So should I just put on that engine right there? And something I had no idea you could put on. You can actually put on a... Oh, I forgot to put on a decoupler. Hang on. Give me a second. Oh, please move. Okay, so a decoupler. Where is this thing? I'm not sure if it's even on here. It's in here somewhere. Oh boy, where's this decoupler? I'm not even sure if it was called a decoupler. It was something like that. It's basically, it's what allows you to... Oh, here it is. Yeah, decoupler. It's what allows you to... when you're done with these fuel tanks here, you can disable and completely throw off this part of the aircraft, or the spacecraft in this case, so you won't have to worry about it slowing you down or adding any extra weight. Alright, so let's just see. I do want to put some more engines on, but then again, this is just going to be our very first flight. And something I had no idea you were able to do is like stack these up. Like, here, let me just put that back real quick. You can stack these up. So like if you click once, twice, or how many times the thing goes up to 6, the symmetrics. So like if I have a fin, it'll put 4 fins on it like this, so it's completely aerodynamic, which is completely helpful. I mean, I had no idea. Oh my goodness. Oh, this looks so cool. Look at this thing. Alright, I think this is like a proper X-Wing fighter at this point. Alright, and we do need ourselves a parachute so that our Kerbals do not die on the way down. I think a good parachute goes on the top up here. Alright, good. So this is actually starting to look pretty proper. Alright, so let's see. I don't know what this is. Oh, these are wheels. Cool. Alright, so I think we're actually ready to, hang on. Wait, when I decoupler, is there any way I can like, I want to try and edit these. Here, can I move the decoupler right here, and then it deploys parachute? Alright, great stuff. So let's try this out, guys. So we have our very first spacecraft that might actually get us up into the air. So from what I've heard, you just have to press space in order to do each partition of the... however you've set up your spacecraft. So hopefully, if everything has gone according to plan, our very first stage should be the engines launching up. And from what I am aware, using WASD is how I can steer it. So let's just see. This should be propulsion, yes, and then the decoupler. All right, let's just press space, and hopefully it goes according to plan. That was now as a... Oh wait, hold on. I have to increase my thrust. How do I increase my thrust? I remember seeing this in the tutorial. Oh, it's like this. Oh my goodness, we are airborne. Oh my goodness. This is so unexpected. I was not ready for this. Oh my goodness, we're actually like going up into the air. And here we can see. So I think that was our very first issue, was because we did not know how to like increase thrust. I believe decreasing is pressing X. Oh yes, it is. But I didn't want to do that. Okay, so let's just put as much thrust as we can on there. We've got our throttle complete. And now if we press M, we can check our orbit just to see how that is going. Now, since this probably spacecraft is not going to get us all that far into space, I don't really know if we should really focus on... Wait, alright, so this is pitching and rolling. Q and E are how you pitch and roll this thing. And then W, A, S, and D, I believe, are how you steer it. So yeah, alright, great stuff. And now down here, as we can tell by his nav ball, let's just try and keep this center. I believe in the tutorial I was watching, it was like you press tab to shift or something, or... to center as much as you can in your little flight control thing right here. I think that's how you do it. Okay, yeah, check this out. Wait, we might actually make it into orbit. Oh, what is this? Abort. Oh, I don't want to abort. No, I don't want to do that. Now, I'm not sure when the atmosphere closes. I think this is our monitor for the atmosphere. Actually, geez, we're about to run out of fuel here. So as soon as we hit that, we will... okay, so let's just decoupler that. And now... oh, we don't have a secondary engine. Oh, dingle dang. I completely forgot that. And... oh, wait, we're in space. Oh! We actually did it. Yeah, look, we're not in sufficient orbit, no, but we're actually in orbit. Wow. I don't even know how to... that's not even really in orbit. But we are above the Kerbal Space Program, you know, Kennedy Space Center for them. Looks like a nice little galaxy out there. But check it out. You know, this our little part right here is not going back down to Earth, and we are just floating around in here. I think C's the cockpit view. Yeah, how do I look around here? Do I just, like, use the arrow keys? I'm not sure this thing has a little window in it or not. That does not seem like that's the case. Now, from what I saw, there were 3 Kerbals in this thing, but this just seems to be 1 Kerbal. Huh, let's just deploy parachute. Yep, because that's how we do it. Alright, so is that the parachute deployed? I think it's pressing space. Alright, well, at any rate, I think we did pretty good for our very first flight. Now that we're in orbit, we're not really going anywhere. We're, like, ascending nevertheless. However, we are really going nowhere else with this flight. But I think we made our very first spacecraft where we actually knew what we were doing. And we do know exactly what to do at this point, so that is fantastic. Alright, so should I just abort this? I guess that's not working. Alright, so let's just revert this flight, because now we know what to do, and that was absolutely phenomenal. Now, this tutorial I was watching with regards to orbits, it is some hardcore stuff. I will tell you that much. Like, when I was taking a look at how to do stuff, there was, like, all this trajectory prediction, all this stuff, like, to get your orbit correct, and I completely forgot, honestly, because I watched that tutorial yesterday, I believe. So, it's going to be a bit sketchy with regards to exactly... wait, hang on. I should probably make these the same exact width, just so I have, like, enough thrust to get us from point... actually, you know what? We really don't even need that, do we? Let's just put, like, an additional thruster in there, and then can we reconnect these like so? It's gonna look really awkward. I don't know if I like that. I want this aircraft to, or this spacecraft to be all the same width stuff, so let's just see if we can't do something for that. Alright, so let's get an engine right here, so then we can decouple that, and then we'll just put, like, another fuel engine. We don't really need a big one, but we do need one that's, like, sufficient for the job. Yeah, I think that'll work out perfectly. Alright, and let's just get another decoupler in there, which is right around here somewhere. I believe it's on second page. Alright, great. Brand decoupler, and there we go. So look at this thing. This is looking pretty cool. Now, I want to try out a different parachute, because that didn't seem like the other one deployed, but then again, we are in space, so it's not exactly going to help us. Alright, so we've got fins on this guy, and this is looking absolutely great. Great? Yes, great. Alright, so let's just see this. Okay, that's first engine, and then this is secondary engine. So I wanted to add a couple more stages here. Alright, so let's just see. So once we decouple this, we want to have the decoupler... here, let's just take a look. So this is first decouple. Wait, no, we don't want to decouple the very first time, do we? So let's just get this all straight, shall we? Okay, so we want this very first engine part to be down here. So let's just add one right here. Alright, so once we have our very first stage right here, this will launch, and then we will need a decoupler for this. So let's just decouple that. Okay. So now once this decouples, let's just move this up here because I like this being in individualized stages. So decouples, and then we launch secondaries right here. And now let's add one more, shall we? Drag that right up here, and then that will be secondary decouple right here. And we'll have our parachute on top, just so. So this decouples, and let's go of everything. So then how are we going to initiate this rocket right here? Oh, hang on. That decoupler right here, let's go of everything. But this decoupler right here, I think I'm starting to get the idea, and let's just make sure. Alright, so we're going through here, great, decouples, and then right here we have this secondary engine decouples whole thing. Then we are good to go. Now we kind of do need a third engine, don't we? Or no? Now let's just try it out, because once we have this command module, we don't really need like an entire secondary engine on it. So let's just see if we can do that. Okay, so I was just waiting for a lag spike to pass. Actually, I'm not sure why I was lagging in this game. But at any rate, I think we've got everything in order, so let's try and do a launch. Now, I'm not going to get into trajectory, like actually getting into the moon here, because I'll have to watch that tutorial once again to get all the trajectory stuff all together. Can't even say that word correctly. Trajectory. There we go. Okay, so we've got our 3 men right here who are ready to put their lives on the line right here. So let's just get our thrust all the way up before we even start. Now they actually know that. All right, great stuff. And then just spacebar and we're good to go, I hope. All right, so here we go. All right. So we're launching off here, and we're just going to keep center on the nav ball right here. And then from what I saw from the tutorial, once you hit a velocity of, I believe, like 500 meters per second, you want to start tilting your craft kind of to the rightish so you can get into your orbit correctly. But it seems as though our aircraft is kind of heavy on that side. I'm not sure why that is the case. So let's just like go with it this way. Let's just like get in the aircraft. Oh my goodness, this thing is awesome. All right, so I'm just gonna hold tab right here just so I can hold myself. Now, if we keep heading at this rate, we aren't going to be able to actually get into orbit. I think it's because our center of mass is a bit overhaul on one side. I think that might be the case. I'm pressing S right here to try and redirect our course, but it doesn't seem like that's actually going to work. Okay, yeah, this definitely isn't going to work. Oh man. We are going to like hit the ground over here, and there's no way I can really stop this. I'm not sure what's so different from the other flight we did here. Actually, no, I think we're going to have to decouple here. Okay, that's it. Decouple. I'd like to decouple right here. All right. Let go. It didn't let go. This is awkward. Why didn't it work? Oh. Oh, there we go. It's working. All right, secondary thrusters. Launch. Oh. Huh. That should be working. It's not. Here, I wonder if the decoupler will work. No, it's not working either. Okay, I think something went horribly wrong, and I have no idea how to fix it. Oh, someone help me. Secondary thrusters. Why is it not working? Oh my goodness. It's not working. I don't know how to do this. Oh, no. Okay, here, let's just try and keep a level head here. All right, let's just try and keep a level head. Let's move that down here. Okay, so now that we have our thrusters, we can't decouple. We can't do any of this stuff. Oh, what's happening? Oh, it just now decided to come on. Oh, man. Okay, come on now. We're going to have to, like, keep our orbit, or else we're going to have to, or not even an orbit. We're going to have, like, a sufficient lift, or else things are going to go drastically incorrect. All right, I think we're actually starting to regain altitude here. Oh, no. We're slowly decreasing altitude. I think, oh, wait, no, here we go. We're actually starting to increase here. Okay, here we go. So we're going to try and keep center on the nav ball. This is one of the most awkward flights. Oh man. Like, so our decouplers were not working whatsoever. And now, here, let's just try and get the command pod back over here into a solid ground. Let's just like try and get, how far away from the command center are we? We are not that far. And we are going south. This is not good. I am putting too many G's on our Kerbals and we are lagging. Oh no, this is not good. Can I decouple? Why is it not decoupling? This is awkward. Okay, here, just decouple. Is there any way I can, like, put this down or something like that? Oh, man, the command is not working. And we are lagging terribly. How am I supposed to fix this? Someone help me. Oh, no. So, I think this mission is just better to scrap this one because we are lagging so horribly. So, I'm not sure what happened. Our decouplers were working from the start, but I'm not sure if we were really doing that all that correctly. Here, let's just take a look. So first engines, yes, it decouples this part right here. That worked out fine. And then secondary, here, let me just take this off. Did I ever like have a thruster right here? I did. I'm not sure then what was the issue. Are we using the same exact engine? That might be an issue as to why it's not working here. Okay, so it decouples. We have a fuel tank. So this is like the primary little docking right here. Okay, so then, you know, let's just take off this fuel tank here. Is there any way I can like grab this as a whole, maybe? Maybe. It's not going to let me do that, I don't think. Please let it go. Let it go. Oh, goodness gracious, it's not working. Here. Well, you know what? Let's just see. So if we put that on here, and I can decouple this like individually right here, and then we like put on a propulsion system in and of itself, just as like a little one, just to get us going. So I think that would do the job, honestly. Or you know what, we could just like completely remove this altogether. And please take that off. Okay, whatever, it's not gonna work. Alright, so we have our primary propulsion system here. And let's just get like another liquid. Just like shove that on right there. And I think we're good to go. It doesn't need that big of a fuel engine, I don't believe. And if it really does, we can just like put on a small one for it. Is this like a small fuel tank? Alright, this just seems like a fairly decent one. And then just like another decoupler, just so it'll look nice. Okay, so where's that decoupler? It's around here somewhere. Ah, there we are. There we are. Probably need a bigger decoupler. Where's the massive decoupler? There was like a big one. It's just a standard one? Ah, it is. Alright, great stuff. So, this is looking a bit awkward. Not sure why. Okay, so hopefully this will work out our weight issue. We're just going to do one more launch just to see. Alright, so let's just try and get all of our stuff together while we can before we actually get into orbit. Okay, so let's see here. What are our stages? Alright, so this one launches, it decouples. No, we don't want that one to decouple as well. So let's just move that up here. And then we're going to make another stage right here. Alright, so launch, decouple, great stuff. And then right here, we're going to have another propulsion system right here. Alright, so where's that? That's not even showing up. Okay, then that decouples, and then we're good to go. Alright, so let's try this out. I think this is going to work rather nicely. Actually, you know what? Does this have to be like in any particular order? Or, I'm hoping not. Okay, here we go. Let's just hope it goes like for the one on the bottom. Oh, oops, I forgot thrust. There we go. And we are off. And it is still a bit heavy on this side for whatever reason. Here, actually, you know what? This is a pretty good. I want to test this. All right, so now let's just decouple it. Okay, and now secondary thrusters. Why didn't it decouple? This is awkward. Decouple it all. It seems as though, like, whenever I try and do another motion along with it, it does not work. Like, I decoupled, and that completely didn't work. Not even sure why that's the case. Alright, so this is working. Is there any way I can, like, get that out of here? See, it's not letting me decouple for whatever reason. What if I, like, move that down here? Alright, can I decouple now? No, it's not decoupling. Oh, this is bad. Alright, so I can't even decouple this thing. Not even sure why that is. Can I delay these thrusters? Or do we have to, like, wait for them to run out? Is that the case? I think that might be what's up. Okay, here, let me just see a look. Alright, so that's nothing. That is nothing. We're going to smack right into the ground, but this thing does look pretty cool. Alright. So it's... Oh, there it goes. Oh, wow, this is really awkward. It launched them all at once. Oh, no. That wasn't supposed to happen at all. Alright, you know what? We're just going to go back there because it keeps lagging for whatever reason that may be. But you know what? I think that'll do it for this episode of Kerbal Space Program. We actually set our dreams to the skies. We actually managed to get a spacecraft off the ground. No matter how awkward it may have looked, we managed to get it done, so I am pretty excited nevertheless. But thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.